Say hi, Dada.
Hello, hi.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time you're watching this. Hello. Today, DJ had his second appointment at the neurologist's office, and it went really well. So, our first neurology appointment took place at about the 3-month mark. Once we were discharged from the hospital, we came home with some medical equipment. We had an oximeter to keep track of DJ's oxygen levels, because sometimes when he was sleeping, his oxygen levels would drop. And so we came home with an oximeter, I think that's how you pronounce it, to make sure we could keep track of those numbers. When he went to his first neurology appointment at about 3 months, we still were using the oxygen monitor, the oximeter at home. And the neurologist at that time diagnosed DJ with Mobius syndrome. And she said that we could do a sedated MRI, which is a scan, and you have to be totally still for it. So that's why they sedate you for it, to confirm that the 6th and 7th cranial nerves were underdeveloped. So the 6th and 7th cranial nerve underdevelopment is the cause for Mobius syndrome. At that time, we declined it because we'd already received the official diagnosis based on how he was presenting. And we were also nervous because his oxygen levels kept dropping while he was sleeping, and we didn't want him to have an MRI where he had to be totally sedated. He did have an MRI during his stay at the NICU. It was a really quick MRI, that one, and we were able to feed him to sleep for it. So I breastfed him, we topped him off with a little formula, and he was out like a light, and then they were able to conduct the MRI. And again, that one was quick. The one that we are talking about doing this time is going to be a longer process, maybe about an hour. And so they have to sedate him so that he stays completely still. So today's visit, we talked about that. We talked about moving forward to this next step, which is the sedated MRI. We talked about getting an x-ray of DJ's, I believe she said hips, just to make sure that there are no underlying issues why he would be delayed in walking. We don't think there are any underlying issues. So all of the moms and dads in the Mobius group have said that their kids' gross motor skills are delayed. So typically at this stage, Mobius kiddos are a little bit behind their peers, and then they catch up at the 4-year mark or the 5-year mark. It seems like a lot of the parents are saying that their kids are seemingly more so on track at about that age. So we are going to move forward with the sedated MRI. We have to make an appointment at Children's National. I am so nervous about that. It's just the sedation, really. I just don't like the idea of such small children being put to sleep, but I feel better that DJ's so much older. He hasn't had any issues with oxygen levels dropping while he's sleeping in maybe since about 6 months. So it's been over a year and a half. And I'm feeling much better about it, but still just a little bit nervous. At the neurologist appointment, DJ did a big thing today. He did a big thing. So typically our guy is a little bit reserved when it comes to new faces and new spaces. He tends to not be super social with new people, and he tends to be really quiet in new places. So today when we got to the neurologist's office, he did a couple big things. He gave the neurologist a high five. Well, he opened his hand and put it forward hesitantly. That's a big step for him, and so I'm very excited about that. He also pulled up to stand. The neurologist had a toy that he wanted, and she put it on top of a chair, and he pulled up to stand to get the toy. Now, DJ has never done that. He's never pulled up to stand in front of a stranger, and he's never given a stranger a high five. And so I feel like that's a win, or 2 wins, and I'm feeling pleased about his progress so far. And we will keep you guys posted on this journey.